Hello everyone, I'm Xiaogan. Okay, this chapter is about HTTP upload. For HTTP upload, I've seen at least 3 methods so far, and in this chapter, we are mainly going to do a camera face detection for everyone. We'll talk about the specific detection effects and code later. This chapter mainly explains how to perform HTTP upload. First, let's look at the first upload method. Here, this is my M27-001, my commercialized M27-001. And here, let's search for it. You can see we have so many content types here. Let's first look at an application. Just take a quick look. This upload method, it uses this kind of f-stream. It's still the same for us. It's just that within the parameters of this f-stream, there are some things in it. That is, it takes this image data and performs a binary encoding on it. And this is iFLYTEK's official website. How do you search for this official website? You need to register because it has many commercial APIs that we can use. And then these APIs, whether for your own self-improvement or for practice, are all very good things, especially many commercial APIs are. Then you need to note that it has 2 websites. One is domestic, the other is international. The APIs for domestic and international are not interconnected, so you can only access the domestic one, register, then complete real name verification at the bottom. Then many things can be used for free. Then let's first look at application. We find image recognition, we find place recognition. Then in this place, it is a UTF-8 post. Then access this URL, right? Then it needs to upload an image. So this image, how is it transmitted? And here is its encryption. The encryption can be ignored for now. We will guide you through writing it step by step. Then here, there is also a knowledge string here. You can see this is an example of our request parameters, and in the knowledge string there is an image. What is this image? It is the data of this image. So the data of this image, you can see it has actually performed a base64 encoding on this image. This is the parameter. The first image data is base64 encoded, right? Base64 encoding is directly encoded into this binary. Convert this binary into this string. Then after the server receives this string, it converts it back to binary, then turns it into an image. Then it performs this kind of AI analysis and learning. So this is a saving method used within the class. This method is currently the mainstream approach used by iFLYTEK. Yes, it has all been gradually phased in. This is the lightest interface. Because I have basically integrated all of this document, I roughly know what the situation is. He now mainly uses this writing style, so we can just use his mainstream writing style. Now let's talk about the second upload method. The second upload method, as you can see, is like this. X-WWW-Form-URLEncoded. This one directly throws the binary data into our system. Let's take a look. We can find an interface. For example, let's find a scene recognition interface. It should be this one. Okay, pay attention to this interface. The encryption method for this interface is also different. We mainly look at the red text. Submit in the form of a POST form. And this interface corresponds to our. What is the corresponding code in the Platkan? It is here in this place, scene operation. Then you can see it is this. Then our set content here. This is an image binary data. So that means this level just directly throws the binary data into our content. So this is a form submission method. The binary data of the image is written into the request body. Anyway, it just takes an image for recognition. Then I found that his Xcore time interface has been deprecated. This should be his first version of the interface. This interface, it is connected to the commercial cabin side. Sometimes it might also be frequently used within the commercial cabin. That is, it is related to the commercial. Some of its interfaces called the commercial cabin's interfaces. They tend to do this kind of this token based format. This is an old interface. There I took a look. This old interface has been completely taken offline. That is, if you want to use it, you might need to use it separately. So we won't worry about it on our end. Therefore, let me tell everyone this second upload method. Then we will discuss next. This is the most complex one. This type of material approach. The most complex approach. We also have this. You can see it is called Multipart Form Boundary. This approach is particularly complex. This place is a Xunfei knowledge base. Then we can open this Xunfei knowledge base. This document, okay, here. Then you will find here it has a multipart upload method like this. So it is this post-multipart. This upload method is the most troublesome. So how should you learn this? Then we have prepared for you. Actually, this article is called UE for HTTP file upload. This article was written by the master Anning. I also read this article and then got it working. Then you can take a look. Just search here, and his master earnings Bilibili that network synchronization. I also recommend everyone to take a look. Our course hasn't covered this yet. We will discuss network synchronization later, so this article is recommended for everyone to read. In short, how does it actually work? It actually does it like this. Here we first prepare the data we need. After it's ready, we have a const post content data. Actually, this thing it concatenates the data we need. That is prepend the header, then piece together some file types. With a clutter, piece together some file names, then write in this custom content line by line. Finally, we'll output it all together. Then finally, take this thing. That is, it's not directly thrown into the custom content. It needs to be wrapped in a bunch of context. So this writing method is the hardest to write, the most annoying. If you have room to negotiate with your backend team to discuss, that is room for bargaining. Never write this kind of thing with them. Multipart Form Data. This kind of interface is really hard to integrate. You have to solve it like training a bird to fly. Write this application. Take this image and audio. Take this custom data. Directly basics 4 in ET8. Then it's done. This method is the most convenient. No matter who integrates it, it's especially convenient. Okay, actually, in the previous chapter, we showed you how to create a custom server. Now, you have a server and a client. You can transmit any data you want. You can transmit images, transmit videos, transmit audio. This is completely fine. You want to transfer backpack information. Save data is also fine, because all its data is binary data. You just need to basics4 encode it. Why encode? Because it's convenient for transmission, convenient for parsing, because transmitting binary data directly might be tricky, because you have to piece together the context. It's really annoying when you piece it together. So you just transmit JSON. Inside the JSON, embed a basics4 encoding of the binary data. Then in this chapter, we will explain to everyone how to convert image data into binary data. And then after basics4 encoding, send it to the service provider again. And then even how to get from the Unreal Engine to obtain an image from a camera or something like that. And then convert it to JPEG or RPG or something. What? RP. Anyway, just another bunch of image file extensions. And then these things all need to be done asynchronously at the same time. Because why asynchronously? Because serializing images is very time consuming. It will probably take up tens of milliseconds. One frame is only 16 milliseconds. If this part lags by a few milliseconds, your entire frame rate, so image acquisition must be asynchronous. And that's about it. Then the HTBC you sent out, the backend to your AI learning, the backend you set up, those DL libraries or network interfaces. It also needs a step. So this still has very strong practical value. Okay, if we have time, we'll explain this kind of the upload method of boundary in WWW-Form-URLEncoded. For now, we mainly use this mainstream. This fake commercialization. The current commercial lead is written interface method. The interface you encountered, its encryption, its decryption, its signature won't be more complicated than this training flight. Trust me on this, because if you're a small or medium-sized company, in many cases, the interfaces they use internally don't reach this level. Right. When you're at a big company, you also have some other standards. We won't go into that. If you're integrating with Baidu, integrating with Tencent, or integrating with Alibaba, they all have different sets of standards. Their essence is actually the same. Just how to encrypt, how to decrypt, how to transfer, how to ensure security. Okay, so for this chapter's HTTP upload overview, we'll just touch on the key points. Next, we'll move on to the practical explanation part.